That's me. Here's everybody. I switched it to just me. Now it's all of us. All right, here we go. Welcome everybody to Hamster's Hobby Hang
Hey
Bone
everybody.
Edition. We have Mace and Chris here and extra special guest Selena in the hang.
Stop it.
Well, I call it Bone Edition after Selena told me what she's working on, so I've got a little Relic Blade Skelly right here that I'm going to try out. But what are you doing, Selena?
I'm making some bones.
Ooh.
More specifically, I'm doing a Harrow the Ninth cosplay for my Halloween cards. And my cats are going to be skeletons because she's a necromancer. So this year's theme in the Heinen household is necromancy.
All right.
And so I'm making some paper mache bones for the skeleton armor that I'm trying to make.
Awesome.
It's ambitious.
I just realized too, Chris, that Devil is kind of on theme too. Then.
Yeah, he's got exposed bones. Not the kind to get arrested for, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit of bone work in this.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Mace?
Oh, I'm drawing today, which means that I could also stay with the bone theme.
That's a good safe play because you can fit any theme with that.
Yeah,
You
and
can-
bones are like I won't offend anybody by drawing their bones. If I start drawing the features that I see, a lot of people seem to get offended.
I feel like there are absolutely people there are absolutely bones you could draw that would offend some people. I think.
I suppose.
Okay,
I wouldn't make that bet.
I won't expose them like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man.
Nice.
Have you worked on Hamster?
I have, well, I've talked quite a bit about Relic Blade with Chris and Mace. It's a small skirmish game, so I think it'd be cool for the office. And I've purchased many a Relic Blade figure, but haven't painted one yet, actually. So this is from the faction Bone and Darkness. So it's just kind of a reanimated skeleton guy to fight for the cause of the adversaries.
Wait, he
So-
fights for the other side?
Well, in there, there's no factions. You can play any model that's basically good or bad. They call them adversaries and advocates.
Okay.
So this is on the adversary side.
Sick.
Yeah. Got to get my paint station set up. Well, don't be fooled, because my station is hardly filled up, fired up right now. My room's kind of in disarray as I move rooms. So the cleanest square is what you're seeing.
If you don't want it to be in disarray, why don't you try putting it in another array?
But I will say, I strategized by making the work area really small so that I have to put things away and that they stay organized, and I only take out what I actually need.
I've just started piling my garbage on top, not literal
Yeah.
garbage, because I got a bunch of bone materials, so I did a lot of test runs and experimenting with the armature of it. It went through
sweet.
quite a few iterations. I actually pulled some out. I talked to Nina about it, and she recommended wire. So I went to the hardware store and really messed it up. And the wire's too thin, but I didn't want to go back, so I just like doubled up on it, which is difficult.
Yeah.
And so I did an iteration where it's just paper mache on the wire, and this is like a lot of layers of the paper mache. And then I was like, well, that's gonna take too long. How about I got some rigid, like really thick paper, and so I folded that all up and then paper macheed around it, which gives a really nice rib shape, but it's not the best flexible because I have to like mold it, and it just wasn't gonna work. So I'm molding the ribs around my body, and I don't have a dress form. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. I'm just focusing on bones now. And then what I ended up with was I started. I do 2 layers of wire, and then I tape around it to give it like a wider structure, and then I paper mache over the taped up wire. So that's been fun to figure out. I feel like Toby, and I'm just like, I have like my little evil workshop in my living room that I'm just making bones.
Love
Bones all day, every day.
All
Here's
right.
here's the sternum. The sternum, and then I'm gonna have all of them. I did like a test with this wire, and the wire's gonna like wrap around. And then I got some like shoulder pads, like some sports shoulder pads. I'm gonna paper mache over too to make it look more skeleton-y.
Badass.
And then I'm also sewing the robe, so I've that's why I've started Halloween early. I started it last week. He actually sent me this really cool thing today that's a shape of like a really easy clay substance that's really similar to the monster clay stuff, but it'll like dry if you like leave it out. And he said that'd be really good for bones. He sent that to me today, so I ordered that because hopefully it'll be easier than paper macheing 12 ribs.
Nice. Rabbit Burner says loving the ambition, and I agree.
Well, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm just gonna get excited about Halloween early because what else do I have to look forward to?
Let's see.
My problem with like Halloween early is actually just the fact that I get so excited about my costume, and I'm also one of those people that's like, it's a surprise. And then I think of like 8 different costumes I want to do, and they all end up being better than the other ones. So it just ends up being me in like something that's quick and easy because I get to set on which one am I going to do. I don't want to pick the wrong one, so I don't pick any of them.
Oh,
I know. I'll be better.
you could be a skeleton with my cats.
No. Lame. I can't be a skeleton. I also have a few ideas already, which obviously means that I'm not going to be anything. But
What are your ideas?
see, that's the thing about wanting it to be a surprise is that nobody gets to know also. I will give a few hints. One of them is a costume with my friend Maddie that is a couple's costume that we've been thinking about doing for a long time. And then the other one might be something that has like might be a couple costume with Casey, depending. Then like also maybe I just want to stay at home Halloween night and like really cherish some alone time in the season. But I don't know. It's like
You don't get enough of that.
I know. I'm supposed to go to a party in South Brooklyn, but I don't really want to go to a party because each day it seems like more and more it's not a very smart idea.
Don't worry, most people will definitely be wearing masks.
Yeah.
Well, that's so I'm
Nice.
working out the safe way to have a Halloween party during COVID, and I think the move is renting a space that's outside, and then the theme is masks, so you make the mask a part of your costume, which is why I chose Harrow because she has skeleton face paint, so I'm just doing a skeleton bottom mask and then painting the rest of my face. So we're working out the details on that. I did invite you, Mace, and you did politely decline. So
yes, that is because of the Brooklyn party.
So
we will see. Might be no party.
Who's do I know the friend that's having the party in South Brooklyn?
Maddie and her roommates.
Oh, she lives in South Brooklyn?
Yeah, she lives by Prospect, which I
Dox
consider
her.
South Brooklyn.
Dox her!
No, God.
Give me the address.
What?
Let's SWAT.
Oh.
Let's SWAT
Dox her.
Maddie.
Let's send her some pizzas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, can you donate some funds to send Maddie some pizzas?
Yeah, everyone gifts some subs.
Yeah. You can either just buy Domino's gift cards straight up, or if you want to send me some Venmo cash, whatever is most reasonable for you guys. I don't want to ask too much.
Mace's Venmo is at.
I'm not unreasonable. You could just send me straight cash instead of ordering a pizza specifically.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah. Mace's Venmo is at literally Selena. You can go ahead and send all pizza money to at literally Selena. We'll make sure it gets to the right place.
Yeah.
Funny, I think I heard from you that that's mine and also Chris's as well.
Yeah. It's actually the whole Twitch channel is at literally Selena.
Yeah.
Dwarven Forge Live, and Dwarven Forge Official were all taken. So
I genuinely have no idea what my Venmo is, so I'll take it. I use Venmo maybe
All right,
twice
I
a year.
gotta scroll through. Oh, start paying people more often.
I usually don't do things that I need to pay people for.
That's not a dig. That's not a, like you don't owe me money. You could.
That
Yeah.
option is available to you.
um. Yes, I do live in the NYC area. Hoppy hoppy hippo. It's gonna be a comment about Domino's. I already know this. People are always like, "Why do you get Domino's if you're in NYC?" And like,
Because sometimes you don't want good food,
obviously I
sometimes you
get,
want trash.
no, obviously I get good pizza when I want good pizza, but like the consistent, like, it's like
There
a
also
different
is a
experience.
different. There also is a different thing to chain pizza versus like artisan pizza or whatever, or like. Because like if you go and get like a New York like brick oven pizza, like that's way different than getting something from Domino's or Pizza Hut, and like sometimes you're just in a mood for one and not the other. Like
I like to describe Domino's as more of a mood than food. Like when I get Domino's, it's not because I want pizza. It's because I want to feel safe.
I get that. And you know what? I want to feel
I
safe
know you get
often. I want to feel safe often. I'll say that.
it's not something you get very often, Hamster.
Yeah, definitely not. I haven't scored free pizzas from them from all of my business many
Never.
times. Yeah.
Go.
Do they expire? I don't
know what more bones to do.
They do, or at least to Papa John's point, I think they both do. Because I remember there was a period of time in my life where I ordered a fair amount of pizzas and I built up like a fair amount of points, and I then moved at one point. I wasn't ordering the pizzas as much, and a couple months later, I decided to do it. I was like, oh yeah, I got all those points, and they were gone. So maybe somebody like stole them, but
They
I think-
expire.
I think
They
they
expire
expire.
after an amount of time.
yeah,
homophobic.
I shouldn't be using this brush for this. What am I doing?
Mace, you should draw a pelvic bone, as they also call it.
Pelvic bone?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I should turn the skull I drew into like a whole scene or if I should just keep going bones.
Just draw. You know what? Just look up the museum from Animal Crossing and just draw every bone inside the Animal Crossing museum.
All right.
Good advice.
That seems realistic.
Oh, I forgot. You can probably get it done on this stream.
Yeah, I mean, I
Not
got
well.
faster than I thought, but I also like do cartoony stuff, so it's not as doesn't take as much practice or thought.
That's fair. There's also something nice about that, though.
Yeah.
I gotta wet this. What am I doing? So I'm trying to get better about painting things in the right order when I'm doing these. Like it's something I did with the devils, the spine devils, because I finished those. I don't know. I posted them on the Discord earlier today, but I finished all the spine devils and I did different colors for all of them. But what I did was I batched out all the parts that weren't the skin color first, because I figured I did the horns and I did the little fleshy parts of the wings and I did the tip of the tail. I did all that stuff, and I just like went big on it and got sloppy with it, and then I covered it up when I did the skin because the skin could go over all that stuff.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this makes a lot of. Oh no.
Yes, you're learning. Just be sloppy.
Yeah, so I got down there, and then I was just like, I think I want to try doing different skin tones instead of having them all be the same, like, green thing that we did. And, yeah, I did a purple one, I did, like, this kind of teal one, I did a yellow one, and I'm really happy with
They turned out
the
really
variety
cool.
of it. Yeah. It would have been a cool thing for me to have commissioned you to do. But I don't know. I like doing. I like making minis individual. I like leaving it open that like yeah, you could just say that they're all the same thing, like for a game. But now that the variations are there, like that could potentially inspire like okay, narrative reasons for why they look different. Maybe they have different abilities. Maybe this is like a team that all has like distinct personalities now. We can like, do more with it.
Yeah, that's why I like this. This Relic Blade is a smaller scale game, so you can have like as low as 3 miniatures sometimes, so you can really just take your time with them and add character.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the things I really liked about like whenever you played war games in Office, uh, I've always wanted the armies to just every unit to just be named and be a
Yeah,
thing of. I think it's more fun that way.
definitely.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, because then you can get attached to them and then they die and it's a big thing.
Then you
Hamster
can have
Crest
a
is
little.
pretty good at naming minis when you force him to.
Ooh.
Which ones did you name?
Um, I think Hamster was doing his own private
Oh.
stream, and I hopped on and I was harassing him because that's what I do when my friends stream, and I forced him to name all the people he was painting.
Oh, so you're talking about
Oh yes.
a war band.
Yeah,
I think it was some of the god tier stuff that we ended up using in the our streamed war game. I think they all ended up being like knife themed. It was like saw, shank, and pocket.
That's very good. I really wanted that. That was actually what I was thinking of. Was that war game stream? I really wanted,
Hold on. Oh, sorry,
and
not
a
you.
lot of it was just like we didn't have the time for it. But I was like, I really wanted to be a thing of like, yeah, everybody knows the names of each of their units and is like, oh, it's this guy. You can do this thing and all that stuff. But I don't know. War games are fun. I'm really excited to get more into them. We need to do. I need to. I keep saying that we need to do some stuff on Tabletop Simulator, and I just never get around to it. But I've seen and I've gotten
it's a
some of
follow
the
through, Chris.
I've gotten some of the Relic Blade mods on tabletop, and I just need to actually play them.
Well, it's cool because, like, the same guy sculpted all the miniatures and did all the art and designed the rules. So he just put his art assets, his like illustration assets, into the mods. So they look cool and they're in his style. So it's fun to play with those on TTS.
Yeah. Different colors also make it easier to track HP as a DM. That's true. That's one of the things I noticed. I DM'd Lost Minds for some new players over the last couple months. That's one of the things I realized was, yeah, when you're fighting like a ton of a ton of generic enemies, basically, HP tracking gets really obnoxious. And so I'd use Roll20 to just like number them and try to like keep track of, you know, which was which and all that. Um, and yeah, having different colors could definitely help with that. Just anything to like actually make them stand apart. But now I kind of wish I had more than 4 of the Spine Devils because there's a couple other color combinations I wanted to try. But
Just start over.
no,
Burn it down. Start
I like
anew.
I like the ones I have. I just there's so many other colors in the rainbow, and I've only represented 4 of them.
There's probably still some unpainted spine devils in the web store.
Probably, but I shouldn't is the thing.
Okay. Just want to help you achieve your dreams.
Nah, that ship sailed a long time ago.
Also, people in the chat are talking about some of the things that they've painted. Like Undulant says, that's what I did with my Froggos. And then McGregor says, finished varnishing my model last week's stream onto the next Banshee. If you guys want to pop those in Discord and tag me.
Oh yes,
They,
Undulant sent me those today. They're glossy, slimy frogs, and they turned out awesome.
I love a good frog.
Topulus and McGreg both put their stuff in Discord after the last stream.
Awesome. And that's my bad.
Yeah, you just didn't check. How come you're not looking at it, Mace?
Well, it's like whenever I get on Discord, each channel has 50 new messages, so I'll read through them, and then it'll be another day or so until I can read through all of them. And then by the time I'm there, it seems like whatever I would comment on is either not relevant or like I don't know if I can actually add too much. But I'll try. I'll try better. I'm sorry. I'll try harder.
Just skip down to the bottom. You don't have to like. You don't have to stay on top of like every conversation. Like I'm taking care of that stuff. But like just skip down to the bottom and see what people are currently talking about and stuff like that.
All right.
But oh man,
Popular
you're
is so right.
it's not moving nearly as fast as it was during the Kickstarter at least, but it's still staying pretty active. I'm actually really happy with it. We've like really built kind of a community of mostly hobbyists in there, which I think is the fun thing. We got people talking about. One of the things I wasn't expecting to take off as much as it did is I started a storage channel, and
Oh,
man,
yeah.
people have a lot of stuff to say about storage.
that.
Good. I finally unboxed a lot of my Dwarvenite recently in like a big like organization overhaul of my apartment. And I bought all these bins and I was like, wow, I can't wait to organize all this stuff. And I just did the Dwarvenite and all my bins were taken up and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't want to organize anything else anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, I bought like this plastic like chest of drawers sort of thing. I was like, oh, I can put my clothing in this, and it's completely full of unpainted miniatures.
I'm like, I need a house. I'm getting to the point. I just need a mansion. It's time.
A Dwarven Forge mansion.
I could make a Dwarvenite mansion.
Yeah, I'm trying to just make it a part of my life that when I have to be doing something for a long period of time that's going to leave my hands free, that I just get some painting done. I'm trying to get into that habit, and that was the thing, was I managed to get those devils done. It didn't even take that long, but it's just because I took the time to actually set everything up and do it. Felt good.
Hey, it's therapeutic.
That is a big part of it, though, is like making it easy to set up. Like, if it's kind of like, oh, I want to start miniature painting, it's the smallest thing. But like, it'll be like, oh, well, I have to get all this stuff ready and like set up the corner of my room. If you make it easy to sit down and start, you will. I have to do that for myself all the time. That's part of why I wanted to keep this organized now, since I had the opportunity to set it up again.
Which is definitely the downside to my setup, is my one desk kind of has to be everything for me. So unfortunately, I can't really have like a dedicated painting section, but I'm trying to just kind of get into a rhythm of like take 10 minutes to set up for painting and then
Yeah.
paint for a while.
I've been using my coffee table as my hobby desk, but my back is disagrees with that choice because my young bones are turning into old bones.
I feel that as I've worked at home, I kind of forget how many hours I'm actually sitting, and my lower back, it has something to say about it.
Yeah, but I set up my desk for paper mache yesterday because we got to a part of our work meeting where I had nothing to say, and so I just started making bones. I was just sitting here with my mic on, and when I had something to say, I'd say it.
Ooh, do you have a bone that you can show? I also haven't been. I've been looking at my.
Yeah. This one's actually getting pretty close. Doing the tape step, like wrapping the wire in tape, really helps thicken it out. And I discovered, looking at a lot of anatomy, that ribs are actually flat. They're like flat-ish. They're not completely round. Because I was just gonna get like tubing, but then I was like, oh, I gotta. So it's a nice little lumpy rib bone.
Nice.
Going on over here. What I like especially is the sternum, just because it has like an actual shape to it, and nothing's painted yet, so it's kind of hard to picture. But looks like a little tie, like a little skeleton bow tie.
Sick.
And I did this with the really thick paper that I got. I took some yarn and I wrapped it around a tube of paper, and then I just pulled it really tight in all these divots. And then I wrapped, I did paper mache around it. That's how I got this effect. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm like, I have to work with my hands more.
That's the joy of working with a ton of artists, though, too, is like, first of all, there's always somebody that knows something about the thing that you want to start doing.
Yep.
So it's good to get an outlet there. And then secondly, it's like you have somebody built in that will do that thing with you. And then thirdly, it's like you have like so much diversity. It's like if you get tired of one thing, you can hop onto the next thing.
Mm-hmm. Because you're a master painter now.
So. I wouldn't say master painter, but I definitely I've thrown the brush around.
You have. You gotta give yourself enough credit. You're, again, I always think of the face of your raccoon person that just turned out so cool.
Eventually, I will be less. Okay, so it's like, you know how you are about singing Hamster, where you're like, you gotta prepare and you gotta really be sure of it before you do it?
Yeah.
I'm not even that much a painter, but I'm very precious about it. I think because everybody at the office has now painted minis. It's pretty good at painting minis, knows what a good mini looks like, and then like I don't know, I'm not ready for that yet.
The funny thing is, Hamster's still that way with his own painting.
That is very true.
True.
That is very true. It doesn't go away.
Oh, good.
But you get more
Yeah,
you get more used to showing it off when you know, for instance, Nate's like, "Hey, where's that piece?" I can't be like, "Oh, it's not done yet."
My dog ate it.
Yeah, my dog ate it. What's your dog's name? Dwarven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like look at the next
dog.
thing.
Okay.
Vallejo.
Pollo Viejo.
I love the way this purple reads just out the bottle. Honestly,
Wow, that looks really cool.
this is a good purple.
Whoa, I'm liking the red.
Yeah. It's a good purple. Where's Nate?
He is either still at the office or he is at home hanging.
Hope he's home hanging.
You
For
too.
real.
That boy, he works so hard.
Really does.
My boy, my brand.
Classic.
My brand.
It's kind of weird to think that it's only Thursday.
Yeah.
It's also
What?
like, how is it Thursday?
The
What
last,
did I do this week?
well, the meetings. The last 2 days made it feel like the end of the week to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting that it's not. Not that a weekend means anything to me at this point. It hasn't meant anything to me for like 10 years, like since I left elementary school. But like, or I guess high school. I was held back for a long time.
Still don't have that degree either.
That high school degree?
Or middle school or elementary school. He just
the only degree I've got is the third degree that Mace is giving me all the time.
Ooh.
Oh!
Whoa. That's right. I'm calling you out. You're persistent. What's up with that? What's up with that? Wow. You've got dedication. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, dang, Mace, is your video frozen or are you just cold?
oh my god.
Oh.
I thought of that because your video did actually freeze for a
Yeah,
second.
your video was frozen for a while there. How did the painters have the
Hamster.
set up?
This
so
is why I go ahead.
no, Mike, that's not a dumb question. We've actually all got different setups. Hamster, I think you have like an overhead mounted.
I just have like
Is
a
it a GoPro?
webcam that's mounted on an arm, yeah.
I've got a DSLR on a tripod standing next to me that's just kind of pointing down at this, and I've got a ring light a little bit longer than my brush away, kind of pointing at everything. How was day 2 of the retro? I'm not sure if he's asking that to us or somebody in chat.
So, if you had to commission Hamster to do anything that wasn't painting, what would you commission Hamster to do?
What else would you pay me to do?
Would sing at my wedding.
Oh, I do that for free.
Oh,
Who are you
good.
marrying?
Probably myself.
Yeah.
That's
You know what? Honestly, I bet he'd do a really good job of hiding a body.
You think so?
Yeah,
Hey.
you get heavily motivated by fear, and nothing will scare you more than that.
You know what? You know what? That is a brutal but fair assessment.
That's a good. Yeah, that's very honest.
But you have to sign a waiver that says, it's not my fault if you get caught. I am
Waiver?
off the hook. Yeah.
I hardly know her. The postmortem. Oh, it was good. A lot of talks about like what we're gonna do moving forward. that sort of thing.
Very long.
Oh man, Ungalant, who knows me personally, he says, nope, hamster has no chill. Gotta be chill to hide a body.
Yeah.
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 He's
Look,
spent some years with me.
It's not that I think he'll be successful at hiding the body. It's that I think he'll at least try really hard and probably implicate himself in the process and kind of make me seem clear.
That's a really good point. I'm gonna commission Hamster to frame him for murder.
But yeah, no, the postmortem meetings were good. A lot of
For
exciting.
people who don't know what that is,
Oh yeah, just the post Kickstarter meetings, like review what went well internally, externally, what did we crush, what could we do better, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest surprise I think is that we decided we're not going to do terrain anymore moving forward. we're actually going to become a makeup company.
I can't believe you're telling them this now.
We're gonna-
We were
we're
This
gonna-
is supposed to be a reveal, man.
Chris.
Well,
I mean, I'm there.
We always reveal everything like on Twitch first. It's exciting this
Right.
way. But yeah, we're rebranding as Dwarven Gorgeous. Going to be a beauty company.
Sexy dwarf.
Trademark.
Oh my god.
Everyone
much.
Google sexy dwarf. You'll find a very nice picture.
Switching
Okay,
everything to-
well, here's the thing. That's not the first result. Sexy dwarf is something very different. So make
Oh,
sure you have
you're right.
NSFW. Make sure you have Google like safe your make it a safe search, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make it PG-13.
And then also wipe that history. You have no idea. You don't want anybody like looking through and seeing that in your history, honestly.
Right.
Let's see. God, this devil's ripped.
He does.
Like genuinely, like
arms.
his biceps are phenomenal.
If I had a nickel.
I mean, I would not follow any lesser god than someone that's really ripped. So
Yeah.
we made the right call on it.
I want the god to make me in their image, so I need to be really ripped.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird buying 3.5k makeup brushes in the Pledge Manager. If you guys make a real version of the Belted Dwarven kind, you'll make dude. I love the Belted Dwarven kind. I've been talking about wanting to get one for my character for a very long time, and I'm hoping that Tyler will at some point actually give in. I'm either guaranteeing it'll never happen, or I'm guaranteeing that it will happen eventually. I just keep trying to drop little hints whenever we talk about like what would be cool. What would be cool additions to the character.
How is your game going?
It's going pretty good. We're moving into an arc that I've been very excited about us starting for a very long time. We're kind of getting into Chelsea's character.
But yeah, she's got an interesting.
She's got a really
Story.
interesting, she's got a really interesting character and backstory, but mostly she just plays it really well. And like, what's cool about it is like, she has like all these goals that she's been pursuing, but it's also a character that is not comfortable like asking people to actually pursue her goals at all. So it's a thing that we kind of had to bully her into like actually like letting us help her with and actually like going and doing it. And I think a lot of it just goes into like in general, like every creative type I know is weirdly not confident about their abilities.
I think I'm great. I'm pretty
That's the right response.
it's
Yeah. I think we got the base body down. Sure, you guys heard a lot, but I really love your products. Oh, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I have almost nothing to do with making them.
Dwarven
I forgot.
cosplay gear? Yeah, I did put the tag cosplay on the stream, by the way, because of
that's what I'm doing.
yeah, so what Selena's doing.
This is my cosplay. I'm gonna squeeze myself inside this when it's time to go. I'm trying to figure out if there's any like spots. Oh, the hand. I haven't finished the hand.
Excited for it with this cosplay I'm working on is the sewing the robe. It's like the they call it a mother of pearl robe, which is very vague. And they don't describe. They say it has deep pockets, not deep pockets, deep sleeves. So I'm working with a really my fabric actually came in today while we were on break from our meeting. It's very nice. I'll show it later once I'm no longer covered in glue. It's so good. It's gonna be so good, or really bad, but I think it's gonna be so good.
I feel like you got a flair for costumes and Halloween. I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, I cosplayed as my D&D character on Monday, and I posted on my Instagram with like a little blurb about how she met her wife.
Shoot, come on.
It's real sweet. It's at literally Selena if you want to check it out.
Go.
And also, I don't think anyone from my D&D party is watching, but she has an evil sister, an evil twin.
Oh.
So I also cosplayed as her, and I sent them both to my DM. But I can't show them to my party members because they don't know about it. She a bitch. Have your D&D characters have, like, do they have, like, deep secrets? And if so, what are they?
That's a good question.
Most of the ones in our campaign have come out. I've got a couple that what's funny is I'm playing the character that has like the only one that doesn't have like a troubling past like backstory or whatever, and so everybody I think assumes that it's all very surface level, which is largely intentional. There's a couple things they don't know, a couple things that the DM doesn't know either. I'm excited about that, but because of that, I can't say anything because the DM does watch this, and he's currently in the apartment. So
The DM doesn't know your character's secrets?
yes,
Okay.
some of them.
Extra secret.
Yes.
The extra secrets.
It's that hushity hush kind of secret.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing a sorcerer where, to the party, their whole class was kept secret because I kind of came in a few sessions like after they started, and so I was just this merchant that like came to town, this old crusty like hermity sort of street urchin sort of guy in rags with this giant cart that he pulled behind him like a wheelbarrow sort of situation. And I would just like I would just like be traveling around getting trinkets and stuff to sell. So I would come to town. And so eventually I hired them to like try to help me find this artifact or whatever. And then it turns out that under the rags I was actually this powerful sorcerer. And I revealed it to them. And my cart was my magical focus, and like once a day I could rummage around in there and find an item that would be useful. Like just from my travels I would randomly have something that would be hopefully
Was it a
useful.
sentient cart?
It wasn't sentient, but it was kind of like Mary Poppins sort of thing. Like Mary Poppins bag. And it could like assemble down into like a raft and stuff.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a cool little gadgety sort of thing.
Like an inspector gadgety kind of thing.
Do you know the secrets, Chris? Yes. I'm curious about that. Is your DM okay with players creating secrets completely on their own that could affect everyone? So it definitely depends on like the category of what it is. It's nothing that would affect. It's not like a big plot secret necessarily. It's nothing that affects stuff that's out in the world, so much as it is like an internal thing. And so because it's like more of like a little character choice than anything, that does have implications for things, but it doesn't have an impact. It doesn't have an impact in terms of there's no like person he's gonna run into that's gonna have consequences or anything like out in the real world. That's involved in that kind of secret. So it's more of a character beat than anything. And I don't know when it's going to be time to reveal it, but I'm excited about it.
My friend James, who played Rufus Crumblesome in Descent into Doom on our YouTube channel, he his his patron, he was playing a warlock in his campaign, and it turned out his patron was the big bad, and so in like the final fight of their campaign, he ended up fighting on the big bad side, and it turns out he had been like him and the DM had been like doing like secret like dealings and whatever to be like, okay, um, how do we slowly get you to like tamper with the campaign and
That's cool.
to try to destroy your friends? Which sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to be like secretly the big bad. This character wouldn't be, but and that'd be really fun to like all of a sudden like it's revealed.
Yeah, that
I mean,
sounds
that's something
cool.
you definitely have to work with the DM on ahead of
Yeah.
time.
I think it was the DM's decision to make the patron the big bad, and then like he had checked in with the friend, being like, "Okay, well, if they show up, like, what would you do?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight with my patron." He was like, "I'll kill my friends."
There's Oh wow. Okay. Let's Man, fire sucks. Yeah, so there's another campaign where I do have like secrets that have like more of a gameplay impact, but it's something that I talked to the DM about and developed with him. I don't know. I hate I hate when people play things in a way where like you've got to like say what your secrets are like right away. Like everybody needs to know everything about your character. Like it's just not interesting to me. Because I don't like people aren't like that. We don't tell everybody everything about ourselves when we first meet. Like
Yeah.
And
What are you keeping from me in real life?
Chris, what are your actual secrets?
when I was in it's either like 5th or 6th grade. Actually no, I think I was younger than that. It was like around 4th-ish grade. It was sometime when I was doing like Little League. I was selected to be a bat boy for the Babe Ruth World Series thing.
Hold me back,
Whoa,
boy.
that's cool.
And yeah, and I like so the way the whole thing works is your whole job is to just you're just there to it's a novelty thing.
Yeah.
And like you're just there to like assist them in like really kind of mundane ways or whatever. And so it was like, oh cool, I'm hanging with like these older kids and all that stuff. And the first game that our team was in, we were supposed to run down to first base and then churn and run down the first baseline and like line up while they like said our names and everything and all that stuff. And they included the Bat Boys and the Diamond Girls in that.
Those are really good names.
Yeah.
So that's a good band name.
And so one thing I just wasn't used to, like, was not having cleats when I was on a baseball field.
Oh
And
no.
so I ran down to first base and I took a real sharp turn because man, I was gonna impress people with the way that I ran down that baseline. So I got to first base and I took a sharp turn to run down the baseline and my legs just flew out from under me because I was wearing tennis shoes with no traction and I just like face planted in front of everybody.
Oh no.
And it was being like locally broadcast as well.
Oh
So like,
no. Where's the video?
so yeah, so that was so that's one of my secrets.
That's a good one. Is that a
Damn.
secret if it was broadcasted?
It's something very few people saw, I'm sure.
I'm gonna Google Bad Boy
All right,
and Diamond.
next Kickstarter stretch goal is going to include the tape of that.
Yeah. Chris, Chris
that is.
releases an OnlyFans that's just of videos of him falling.
Hilarious.
Someone would pay for that.
I would subscribe to that OnlyFans.
Yeah, I might subscribe to that too.
My favorite thing about it is there's literally just like one piece of content.
Well, you have to keep making content.
Keep falling down.
Yeah, you have to
Falling.
keep falling.
So you know about it.
At the start of the campaign, my DM approached me and asked if I wanted to be the BBEG. I recruited the Wish in our party as well. When we got the final encounter, I dropped a fireball on the party and everyone was shocked. Basically, was down to one round left, and I was opening a portal to summon the Witch's patron demon, and the last player standing jumped into the portal. The DM was confused and had the player roll for a result, and he got a natural 20. DM said he died, but destabilized the portal, ending the only chance in the player's life that they could complete the ritual. Huh.
Damn.
Interesting.
Jeez.
I mean, what else was he gonna do? Those big leaps of faith are my favorite part, when it just becomes a thing of like, let's go beyond the rules and like just try something unusual. I had a moment like that I was like super proud of in one of our campaigns. We were trying to, so we knew that this guy had staged an attack, like he had like hired this hobgoblin warband to come and attack this town because he was part of this the Knights of the Sapphire Heart, and they wanted to turn that town into a military base. He's trying to scare them and make them think that like they needed the Knights' protection. And we knew that he had done this, but we couldn't prove it, so we were trying to get proof. We weren't able to find any, and we get to like the town hall where they're having like this big conversation about it. And it put up, so I put up Zone of Truth, just as a general like, yeah, and then we'll just like go around to everybody and we'll ask if, you know, hey, were you like behind this, blah blah blah. Everybody said they weren't, of course, but like he had this ability where he was able to exempt himself from the effects of Zone of Truth at will and like put himself back under it when he wants. Yeah, like he specifically just had this ability because Tyler had realized that we would just use Zone of Truth for that, so he built in an ability for this guy that he would be able to do that. So he thought he had us. He thought he had tricked us. But then what I did was I just asked him, I started asking him like a rapid fire series of questions. And so he blocked off his connection to Zone of Truth so that he could lie. And then while he was answering stuff, I dropped Zone of Truth. Because the thing is, everybody is aware when they're under the effects of Zone of Truth. So like everybody in the room knew that the spell dropped, except for that guy.
Oh.
And so then it was like, see, he's been like hiding himself, like, oh, and all that stuff. It was this bizarre like going outside of rules as written, I guess, or I guess it's taking advantage of rules as written, but basically using spells for stuff other than what they were initially designed to do, I guess. It's just fun. I don't know. I like pushing the envelope on stuff like that.
I like licking the envelope.
Yeah, envelopes taste good.
Don't envelopes like give you like a tenth of a calorie or something every time you lick them?
Depends on
That-
what kind of stamps you get, actually.
That explains my COVID weight.
They have sugar-free ones.
Sugar-free stamps?
Yeah.
That's a good band name.
Yeah, that's a really
Sugar-free
good band name.
stamps. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I really
so what-
messed up on this drawing, huh?
Show the class.
Give me a few. I can't say that word. Give me a few seconds.
How late is the stream going tonight?
Normally we do an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
I remember once when I was a player in a post-apocalyptic LARP, myself and another player had the opportunity to interrogate an NPC about an attack we knew about. The refs set this up as part of their story, and we went along with it. Interesting. I really want to do LARPing at some point.
So
Maybe-
good.
Need the quarantine to end, frankly.
I just want to LARP. Real talk. I just want to LARP.
Getting
I got
real-
I ordered contacts for Halloween, and So I got like a pair of my LARP contacts just because I was like, well, if I'm putting in a contact order, I might as well. Now I'm just sad that I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go. I had to see an eye doctor to get a contacts prescription specifically because there are laws, I guess. And she was like, "You shouldn't wear contacts," and I was like, "That's rude," because I have an astigmatism in my right eye. So it turns out I'm not just bad at wearing contacts like I thought I was. It is my eyes just don't like them. It's like, oh,
Oh my God. I remember you like having to take an hour or something to put a contact on.
yeah. And it just turns out it's because my right eye has an astigmatism. And so she was like, "You shouldn't wear contacts." I was like, "Well, I'm going to because I need to look cool." Colored contacts. That's
Yeah.
because I'll wear my glasses. I like how I look in glasses. But for LARP, can't wear glasses. Also, don't need them. But that's beside the point. She was like, "Well, if you're going to do it, you should really only keep them for 2 weeks max and then throw them away, even if it says they're good for a year." And I was like, "But these contacts are $30 a pair."
Wait a minute. They say they're good for a year, but she said only use them for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's just because of my sensitive eyes or
My
in general.
brand!
She was like, "My brand." She was very much like, no one should wear contacts for more than 2 weeks. No one should reuse contacts for more than 2 weeks. But what does she know? She's just a doctor.
Your Howling Devil matches your keyboard lighting a little bit, Chris.
I mean, the keyboard lighting changes constantly.
Oh, there
but
you go.
I did notice every now and then when it turns purple, I'm just like, that's kind of cool. Hey, look at that. The chest actually came out pretty well there.
Ooh, nice contrast.
Yeah.
I was like experimenting with like how to pull that off, and I'm pretty happy with it.
When you said Bat Boy, it got Bat Boy the musical stuck in my head.
Is it Bat Boy the musical?
Yeah, it's pretty spooky and cool.
How have I not like based on the comic, not the comic, but the newspaper clip?
Which newspaper clip?
Weekly World News or whatever has this thing called Bat Boy, and it's like he's a frequent story topic.
It's kind of like that. I think when I was in theater school, which was my freshman year of college, Bat Boy was our big musical of that semester, the big show of that semester. And it was real cool and spooky. We did a good job of it. I'm proud of it. I wasn't in it. I don't think I've ever actually been in a musical. I just like them very much. I was always in plays. Mr. can't relate though. He's just so ding dang talented.
That's whole career, you know. It's oh my.
I don't know, man. I wish I could do every show I ever did again, because I look back and I'm like, dang, that was rough.
I was such a dumb kid.
Yeah.
Oh, this dumb kid can't act.
I mean, we never complimented his acting.
That is true.
Well, yeah.
We left it very vague at talented.
Right.
What
Oh,
is he
Night
talented
Rabbit,
at?
thanks for hanging out.
Night Rabbit.
Good night, Rabbit. I'll miss you.
Rabbit. Oh, he's leaving because Orion's here.
Yeah. Orion. Scaring all the bunnies away.
Where's the real, It's funny, the devil honestly is looking better on camera than it is in person.
It's all the matters.
I see. Let
Oh,
me
yeah.
see. Let me see.
Like every time I look at like the chest is reading so much better on camera than it is in person. It's wild. Oh well. Okay. So what should I do next? Let's do the belt.
All right, I'm not painting because I put a wash on and I'm blowing on it constantly to get it to dry because my hair dryer is still across the room. So I'm sitting here just blowing a cool breeze on it.
All right. Where are we at? Okay, we're an hour in.
Counting down the minutes.
What are you in a hurry?
You got somewhere to be?
No, but the more that I add to this, the more that I'm like, oh god,
Let it go.
let it go.
Don't hold back anymore.
It's going.
Oh no, I put silver on my fire.
Oh no, Sarah.
Who's Sarah?
Never mind. It's a ye old meme-ish thing. Guy that's sinking and in a kayak, and he keeps calling his friend Sarah to help him. And she's like, Max, what do I do? Like, we're both in the water. It's good. You should. I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
You wouldn't. You had to be there.
HTBT.
I think that's all this. I've been listening to Darwin D's this entire stream.
I love Darwin D.
Yeah, real good. Somebody actually in the Discord, they noticed I was listening to Muramasa, and they were like, "You should listen to." Apparently, they like started listening to it because they noticed that I was listening to it. And they're like, "Yeah, I like that. You should check out Darwin D's." And so I've been playing his stuff. It's pretty good.
Darwin D's nuts.
And that was the
Hey,
thing, was before I responded to him, I had to Google it to make sure it was real because I was like, "Is it just gonna be that dumb joke?" And it wasn't. It's a genuine, actual band that takes itself seriously.
it's Moon Guy.
Well, so it's the guy and it's the band. So that's the thing is, it's like Darwin D's is a band and it's led by Darwin D's, and I'm like, okay, so he does make a distinction between him, the band, and him, the dude. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what.
Hey,
Have you heard the song, the Bomb song by him? That's my favorite by him.
I don't know. The only ones I can remember are like World's Best Kisser, 800 Human. What other ones can I remember by name? The other ones I can't remember by name right now.
Listening to a lot of his more recent stuff.
Can you give us a sample with your vocal cords?
No, I really can't. Just like physically impossible.
Chris, do you sing as well, or are you just a boring old actor?
I don't even act at this point. I'm nothing.
But your email has actor in the title.
That's to throw people off.
Yeah.
I don't want them soliciting me to write and direct and shoot and edit scenes for their reel for free because they'll tell their friends about it.
Oh man, those people suck.
Yeah. I did this gig for a casting director. I produced and shot and edited like a masterclass series for him. And he was like, and he gave me like a shout out on Facebook, and all I got from that shout out was a bunch of actors asking me to like make original content for them to put on their reels for free.
Ugh.
It's just like, dude, like, why would I agree to this?
But you don't understand. It's
Say
for
it-
your own exposure.
That's right. Say it first as one of the other ones. Oh yeah, Primo is the person that said I should check out Darwin. And yeah, say it first as one of the ones you recommended. Yeah, that's another one of them. Yeah, it's been good. I've literally been listening. I just had his stuff on shuffle like during the stream.
I recommend looking up. Okay, so the band name is pretty cringy, but it's called like Rainbow Kitty Surprise or something.
Wait, that band's
That's
great.
amazing.
Okay, well, I have
Wait.
one song called Seven that's really good.
Well, so
What's-
it's Rainbow Kitty's surprise party?
No party, just Rainbow Kitty.
Rainbow
Kitten
Kitten Surprise, yeah. Wait, what is
Yeah.
the song? I literally listened to it on repeat for like a whole week. I'm trying to look it up.
It's 7. Maybe.
I don't think that wasn't the song for me, but I'll listen to that. Oh, it's called. The title is. It's called Free Fall.
Oh yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah.
DMN, sorry, I'm letting a wash dry. I'm not AFK. I'm here. I promise.
AFK mean.
Orion,
With-
that's a Chris painting in the upper right. Painting
away
Howling
from
Devil.
away from keyboard.
Oh, I knew AFC away from computer, but just not cool enough.
I've never heard AFC before.
Well, then I guess I lied.
Liar.
Yeah, AFK has been. AFK is almost as old as ASL, but it's still around. ASL
What about PSL?
ASL died a long time ago.
What about
What is
AOL?
Oh, we
about-
got you there.
What about LOL?
Still in use.
It's AOL.
Wait, No Mercy saw Rainbow Kitten Surprise live.
That's sweet.
That's cool.
Older than OG. Yeah, it's older than original Granite. God, that was one of the funniest things on the Discord.
Just original granite?
Original Granite. Somebody's asking what OG Aaron Thor meant, and I said original Granite because I'm I'm an idiot. And
Oh, okay. In that context, it's pretty funny.
Happy idiot.
and
Oh,
but one of
Have you guys-
Oh, I
One
get
of-
it.
one of the older guys on the Discord was genuinely confused, and he said he's like, "Huh, maybe it's derived from Old Guard." I'm like, yeah, that's probably it. That's
That's cute.
slang
you know
moves.
the band?
Slang moves so quickly.
You know TV on the radio?
Me?
Yes.
It's a band. It's
Yeah,
very
or-
good.
Yeah, Orion, we're talking about a different kind of ASL, not American Sign Language.
But that is older than ASL is.
Yes, yeah, ASL is older than ASL. You are right there.
I know it.
I might want to switch over
I
to
don't
the
want to
Beths.
be done, dudes. No. It's okay.
that?
I'll find some kind of inspiration. I'll just start a new drawing.
Are
just
you done with
so-
Bones?
I used bones as a jumping off point.
Okay.
My wife is Bones.
My wife is Bones.
I love that show. I've never actually watched it.
Me neither.
Was Bones the one with Angel?
No. That's
Angel from Buffy.
oh,
Oh.
like David Boreanaz.
Yes.
I have no idea. It's got the better Deschanel in it.
Not Zoe, but the other one.
Yeah.
Emily Deschanel.
Yeah, that's her.
I didn't know Zoe had a sister.
I know it. Yeah, she does. Turns out they're related.
Mm.
Knew.
That is just a rash of Deschanels in this country.
Like that the chat knew when I was like, he's Angel from Buffy. They're like, yes. Yes. David Boreanaz. Yes.
David Boreanaz.
All right.
My
Did
only
you know how he was discovered? David Boreanaz was out on a walk with his dog, and then Joss Whedon is the writer director of Buffy, I think. He's the producer, something like that. He was like just found him. He was just like, "You're a very handsome man. Would you like to be in my show?"
Oh man.
Pretty sure that was the origin of that. Back when you can just like be discovered. Same shit happened. The same stuff happened with what's her name? Hunger Games girl.
Jennifer
Jennifer
Lawrence.
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence was found just walking down the street.
She went on to like actually have a career too.
Yeah, she was the biggest actress in 2017, I think. Either that or
She was huge for a while. Like she's still
Is.
she's still working obviously, but like she was like in everything for a year or two.
who's the it girl?
Lovely Bones, that was her, yeah.
We're
Yeah.
painting up some lovely bones, huh? Nice.
All right, it's on theme. It's on theme.
It's all
Nice.
full circle.
Yeah, Jennifer just
Oh.
texted me. She said that was a good joke.
Winter's Bone is the one where she.
Winter's Bone, that's it. Yeah, it's a completely different
That's
bone.
so weird.
What's the Lovely Bones?
You said that it sucks.
God
I
dang
honestly
it.
don't know. I haven't seen Lovely Bones. I saw
What is
I saw
that?
Winter's Bone.
Lovely Bone sounds familiar. What is it?
I don't know. It's definitely a thing. I've heard the name.
It's a
It
book.
has Benedict Cumberbatch in it. It started as a book and it is now a movie.
Okay.
I think I'm done, guys, with this one at least. I'm gonna move on from here. I'll do something else bone themed, but here you go. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh,
Well,
Man,
that's
what do you
cool.
have?
I like the mushrooms.
Thanks.
Yo,
It's a
yeah.
fair.
Heck yeah.
That's
some
great.
thing. Thanks.
Happy Hippo says don't watch Lovely Bones.
Don't watch Lovely Bones.
That's
It was really bad. It's a book in which a girl is killed and her story is told from the grave. Oh, one of those.
Seen it.
I feel like there's a couple. There's a couple stories like that.
I feel it was really underrated as Crimson Peak. It had Loki. I'm really bad with names. It had Loki from Thor and
Oh,
the girl from
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston. Yeah. And then the girl from Alice in Wonderland. She was in it. And it's pretty horny, if I do say so myself.
So it did well then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think any of my friends have really seen it. I got an early screener of it. I got to go see it in a theater before it was out, because I'm cool. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. Oh, and you get to see the Hiddleman's butt.
Okay.
Does it look phenomenally different than anybody else's?
It's a great question. You know, I've never seen another person's butt before.
I feel like
Hiddleman's is the only one.
he seems like he seems like it would just be
I
kind of
can vouch
flat.
for that. That's true. I've been with Selena her entire life, and she's never seen another person's keister.
Never seen a butt.
He's like a really lanky guy. It feels like there wouldn't really be much there.
Maybe he had implants.
I mean, you tell us, Selena.
I'm gonna leave it up to your imagination.
All right, fair.
Yeah, oh ass of my imagination.
Take old butt.
Like butts. Can't lie.
Mhm.
Okay, this gold, I've never actually used this gold. I'm like really surprised at how it works. It doesn't seem to actually go on much, but then like once it's there, it's like it seems like it's very thin compared to everything else. It's sparkling like crazy, and it's reading on the belt pretty well.
Is it Reaper?
Yeah, it's Dragon Gold from the Bones Master Series.
Yeah, theirs paints have a lot of medium in it, so they're really thin and runny, but especially over like the black or the dark casting color.
Yeah, maybe I should have done like a base of
Metallics.
yellow or something.
Sometimes I base like gold or browns with like a brown.
Might be too late to do anything about it now, but
Give it a
Vertex
wash.
artist.
Give it a bath.
Oh, bad. Vertex artist brings up a very good point that the Hiddleman could have had a stunt butt. There is a
Oh,
movie
nice.
where someone had a stunt butt. What is it?
Is it Daniel Radcliffe?
you could have just called Chris Evans to come in and like.
Man, I wonder what stunt butt auditions are like.
I would like.
I mean, I haven't been to one of those, but
You're a stunt butt. It's like
Thank you.
Hey. It's like, hey, welcome to my crib. I'm gonna turn off all the lights. You have to close your eyes really quick. And then the stunt butt comes out of my closet, and I'm like, okay, open your eyes.
yeah, Radcliffe did do in Equus. He was pretty. Didn't he drop? I thought he like dropped everything.
He went full frontal.
I believe so. For Equus,
That's a
yeah.
horse one.
Yeah, for Equus, I'm pretty sure it's because
He
it.
did full
There's a,
frontal as well,
man, it's a yeah. He played exactly. The Wargaming Recon's right on the nose. He played like that old famous Washington story. But yeah, I remember because I remember when that happened. I was young enough that to me like just the idea that was something that he had done was so funny to me. I
It still is funny.
I honestly I know so little about it. It's possible that it's actually like a great piece of art that I just completely dismissed because the idea of Harry Potter like I don't know.
Trap and trow.
Yeah, but it is funny. Like both him and Rupert Grint have gone on to do some uh, fairly adult things.
I like where Daniel Radcliffe's career has gone. Like
Yeah,
he's done some weird stuff. I really liked Swiss Army Man. I think that's underrated.
I love that movie.
yeah.
So good.
It's so weird. Like you're like, oh, I didn't think that's where this would go. This is good. Having a good time.
Just really like oh, what's his name? He's in There Will Be Blood.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. I really like Paul Dano, and I love Daniel Radcliffe. So them both together was like easy.
I didn't even know Paul Dano was in it. It's just that everybody always can never remember Paul Dano's name, but knows that he was in There Will Be Blood. It's like the only way Paul Dano was ever discussed.
What? There Will Be Blood.
It's a really good movie about oil rigs. It's really like it
What a
sounds.
pitch.
It is a great movie. It's very dry, but if you're there for the mood, it does the mood very well.
And the mood is to be dry.
It's oil rigs.
It's a very slow paced, like very very dry, serious drama.
I'm in the mood for some oil rigs.
Some oil
Babe,
rig
what do you
drama.
want for dinner? Yeah, I think I want to have some oil rigs.
Maybe I don't know, just like a drum of oil.
Babe, I've been really thinking about how we can spice up our relationship.
How's
And
that?
the answer is oil rigs.
Okay.
Yeah, hear me
Right.
out.
We have a scene with the milkshake, super flirty milkshake.
Okay,
And-
I know.
There's a straw, right? Are you listening, Daniel?
Yeah.
My straw reaches across the room into your milkshake, and I drink your milkshake.
That's my milkshake.
I drink it up.
Okay, and then I pull it out of the milkshake, so you can't finish it.
No, that's not how the movie goes. And then you get your head busted.
That's not how that goes at all. God, that's my favorite.
That's a
Like,
quote in a movie?
Yes, that's the thing. It is like a very like tri-serious movie, but like yeah, it's got that scene in particular where it's just like, what is this?
It's awesome. I love it. That
Like
whole
that's
scene is what made the movie for me.
well, like that's the way it decides to discuss like cutthroat capitalism. It's like that's what it used for a capitalism analogy was.
Oh, that was supposed to be an
I'm-
analogy for capitalism?
I drink your milkshake.
Drink it up.
I drink it.
I'm just getting hungry now. You guys talking about milkshakes. Someone mentioned
Yeah, I haven't
chicken
had dinner.
tenders in the chat. I'm in trouble.
This is an issue. We always talk about food.
Do we? What did we talk about last time?
I got Dominican food today.
Food.
Ooh.
Brag much?
I was very happy. Look, if I'm gonna live in this neighborhood, I might as well enjoy the food.
Yeah.
And it was so good. It's yeah.
What's a good vegetarian Dominican feast?
I mean, it's very easy to go vegetarian with Dominican because they use plantains as the root for most of their stuff.
Too
So
sweet.
like mongoose pretty good. It's just it's plantain. It's been mashed up, and they put like red onion in it, stuff like that. And you can have that with like anything. They do fried cheese. Yeah, there's a lot of good vegetarian options actually through. Yeah, there's a lot of good vegetarian options in Dominican. But I forgot about the chains. Multiple deliveries. Every chat I'm in eventually starts talking about food. It's a universal thing, baby. Everybody needs food. Who makes the best chicken tenders or nuggets? Oh, so that's what you read about the.
Wait,
Who makes the best?
have you guys had stickies out here?
No.
What?
So
That
good,
that
yes.
absolutely sounds like a regional thing.
There's a place called in New York City. Yeah, I'm sure it's not much outside the city, but there's a place called Stickies, and it's all just different varieties of chicken tenders and a million sauces, and that's literally it, and it's so good.
Look, if you do one thing well, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's why we shouldn't do minis. That's why we shouldn't do.
Hey, don't you
Our
dare
minis-
say that to me.
Our minis are so good though.
And you
Like,
know what? They're getting better too. Like they get better every year.
Yeah, that's the thing is like we went hard on the minis this time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, on accident. Like,
Yeah.
That's good though. I think we've genuinely put out one of the best dragons to hit the market.
I'm so excited for that.
That dragon is phenomenal.
I'm gonna get like 8. I'm just gonna have little dragons hanging up around the apartment. Oh, bye, Mace. Oh, hi, Mace.
She's
Hi,
best.
sorry, I did the wrong thing. I meant to unmute and I accidentally disconnected. So
Wow.
If you want to
Some
be done, you can
apologies.
just say so, Mace.
Yeah, just
We get it. You were checking the time. You can't wait to leave.
yeah. You hate me. I get it.
So pumped for the new minis, pumped for that dragon. Yeah, the dragon.
pumped for
I'm very excited. I can't wait to see the basilisk painted. That's
I'm
the main-
excited to paint that.
Yeah, you're doing the basilisk as well.
Yeah.
Did you get it yet?
No, it's gonna be. Well, it's coming.
Oh, it has to be cast. That's right. It was the master that we had.
That one we had to send off to the factory first before we could paint it.
Hmm.
But which stinks because it would have been great if we could have had you slam it out for the last couple days of the campaign, but we had to send it off. Man, we're bringing the Myrmidon back. That's like also my favorite thing. Like, we knocked it out of the park with the minis this time around. I genuinely feel like the Myrmidon and the Cerberus, honestly, were both also just phenomenal minis.
Yeah, those are really cool. At the time, those were my favorites.
Yeah, I'm glad that we at least got the Cerberus.
hold on.
And now the Myrmidon's back.
I'm like, I haven't been able to go into the chat as much because I've been drawing, but apparently Paul Dano's the new Joker. Is that true?
With
I
like
do-
what is his
Like
name?
for the Pattinson one.
Pattinson,
And the
Batman.
vampire who is now a bat, so it's come full circle. Robert Pattinson.
Yep.
Lava worms and amazeballs. Yeah, I didn't even know about the lava worm. Like, it would have been really cool if we could have made that. But I completely understand why we didn't.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
I forgot about that too.
I
What
love
did it
that one.
look
That
like
one I was
again?
more sad about than the Myrmidon, I'm going to be honest.
It's
Yeah, the
massive.
Cerberus was my favorite mini of Hellscape.
Cerberus is dope.
I got 4.
Ooh.
I gotta do that. I gotta do the Fey Touch Cerberus.
Yes.
Someday I want to feel like I'm good enough to do it first, because that's gonna be like by far the most ambitious thing I've done. But
Made 2 bones. I think I'm done boning down. I got boned.
let's do this across here.
Hey, hey Mace.
What's up?
You want a bone?
Nice.
Just one bone?
The Basilisk does it for me.
Please.
Not gonna lie. That Basilisk is so good. It's. You're glad you asked about the Myrmidon. Wait, Neofoy, did you ask about the Myrmidon in the last stream, in that finale stream? You did? Oh, I didn't even. All right. I'm glad that we got it, because that is like, that was one of the things that so many, because I know Eli was upset that we didn't get it.
Yeah, because it was a last minute sculpt. Like he had to like crunch for it, and then it was like, oh, never mind.
It's also like, an Eli minis doesn't come along very often. So
yeah,
like,
yeah, and the
having-
pose is cool, and like, yeah, this. It's similar to the Basilisk. It's like it was a really cool Dwarven Forge version of a thing, you know.
yeah. Okay. So the stuff that's left on this is the horns and then the bones coming off of its elbows. But I'm happy.
Chat.
everything else.
Hey, chat, you guys should put your best bone puns in the chat so I can steal them. So I can flirt better on Halloween.
Where did this go?
All the flirting I'll be doing on Halloween.
Right.
For all the raids I'll be going to on Halloween.
Hell yeah.
Cute, yeah.
A little bit of this in here.
Bone Town. I want to talk about bird lube now.
No, Griffin.
But Travis.
No.
Gotta have my vape.
What a silly boy.
Bone Alone, lost in New York? Says the Six of Clubs.
Nice.
Please send me away. But it's late. Can we give them to you to Marrow? Says Finlay Shards.
Nice.
Hulk Reality has a bone to pick with you, Hamster.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Hulk Reality and Hamster go way back.
Ew.
It's really messed up.
Orion Noir, you're absolutely correct. The last 15 minutes of our closing stream did. It did.
Watching
did.
the stream fly off, I could feel rivets
you guys
popping across.
rewatch
Do something else.
My favorite part about that stream is the moment on Nate's face where he realizes that like we actually might break 4 million, because like he started like saying like, oh yeah we could do this, and like there was part of him where he's like, because we started getting a little bit of momentum, and he's like, yeah, well I guess yeah, why don't we push people to like let's try and get there. But it was definitely a thing that was like, this would be cool, and then like we started getting closer, and like there's a point where like you see it just actually shift. At one point, he gets like super excited. He starts like he starts raising his voice, and like that was my favorite part. Was the part where like it became real for Nate.
Oh, I need an export of that so I can upload it to social. Did you export it, Chris? Or it's just like saved in the clips on Twitch?
It's all archived, yeah.
Okay. I'll see if it works for me. That's another big issue with like trying to repost this stuff, is that like it's so hard to rip from Twitch because Twitch hates specifically me, but I think it's a group thing.
Are you having trouble with?
I can pull whatever stuff we need. Like it's all permanently there, and I can pull it whenever.
What kind of prop work should I do with this rib cage? Like so far, I'm pumping bone iron.
You're not even benching that much, bruh.
Bro, I can't. Haven't been to a gym in 7 months.
Let's go with that.
Is there a reason for that, or are you just like a personal choice? Like,
I personally chose to observe the global pandemic.
I see.
I haven't.
I would get in the way, huh?
Yeah, turns out.
Oh, I guess we could steal the Ninja Sex Party joke.
What is it?
You're like a like a fossil sample, and I'm an impatient paleontologist because I want to date you badly.
Oh. You're okay. Say that one more time. I'm taking notes.
You're like a fossil sample, and I'm an impatient paleontologist because I want to date you badly. Hellscape arriving tomorrow? Hey, congratulations. That at least has a classy twist. Yeah, like the end result isn't. It ends up being something that's like kind of cute, I think.
Not as sexual as a lot of their jokes are.
Yeah. Well, it's super easy to just make like a sex joke with bone in it. Like, it's like the predictable thing. So when you can like set up like a bone style joke and then have it be something like kind of charming and clever as opposed to something just like overtly gross, it's impressive.
Okay, so the chat came up with some more great bone puns. Are you ready? Time to order some food. Bon appetit. You remind me of a dinosaur. Want to dig for your bone in your pants. Why did you make me say that, Orion Noir?
You chose that. You had every chance to
Yeah.
to pre-screen that.
I feel like you would have
I
said that
can't
anyway.
read.
I got the
I'm
final
upset.
box of my Hellscape earlier today. Oh, what a paint everything. How much did you get, Neofoya? What all do you have? I've been doing the minis first, as you can clearly see by the fact that I did the Spine Devils last week and now this. But I think I'm gonna save the terrain for just a day where I don't have anything to do. So I just like put. I'm trying to watch The Legend of Korra all the way because I've only ever seen the first season. So maybe I'll just have a day where I just put that on and I just watch like a whole season, and I just batch paint a bunch of terrain or something. Because I got a bunch of terrain. I got a lot of floors, a lot of lava that I got to paint from Hellscape.
The Sixth of Clubs says, "Are you a rotting skeletal corpse? Because I'm into that." No, seriously.
I like that one.
It just sounds illegal. I
No
don't know.
mystery there, you know. It's like
When you know, you know.
Hey, Hamster,
Yo!
what did you do for the horns? It looks like it's got like a brownish red tip on them, but then like the horns themselves are black.
Yeah,
Hamster, how do you get horny?
miniatures.
I knew it.
Yeah, I actually forgot if the factory ended up doing that or not, but I guess they did. Yeah, it's just black, and there's just like a little gradient of, what was it, like red or something?
It's got like a reddish brown tip. It looks like, yeah.
Yeah, so you just want to like do a glaze, which is slightly, I guess, thicker than a wash. It's kind of like using a wash, but applying it exactly where you want it, not dousing the thing.
So should I just leave the horns unpainted, except for the tips, or?
Try that, and just do the tips. Like the very tip can almost just be a base coat of the red, and then like feather, just pull it out from the tip with your brush. Like clean, like so put a dab of red on the very tip. That's going to be the brightest red. Clean your brush and then pull it from that.
Okay, so basically, interesting.
Give it the fade away.
Yeah,
And then I can
the
always-
fade away. Yeah.
And then I can always just paint black over it if I need to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or even like thin wash black over the middle part to just knock it down a peg.
How do you watch TV and paint? I keep missing the TV show. Well, that's why it'll be batch painting. Like it'd be harder for me to do. Like I tend to watch streams while I do minis, but if I'm just batch painting terrain, something where I don't need to pay, like if I'm just putting like the base coat down on everything, I feel like it's easier. But I'm also just a multitasker, so I think that's the main thing.
So during the Kickstarter, you were like editing a video while streaming, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris puts us all to shame.
I just need something for my hands and my brain to be doing at the same time a lot of the times. And so if something doesn't involve both of those things, I usually try to find something to occupy it.
Okay, Orion Noir is he's ready to bone down, so he says, meet me at the boneyard so we can summon more than spirits.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Hey girl, your bone structure is giving my bone structure.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, this works.
Are you wearing your overalls yet?
The world will never know as long as it's just my minicam.
Selena, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you hold up your the bones that you're making again?
All of them, or just the one in my hands right now?
One, just one. Give me like half a second. Also, it was more than half a second. I apologize. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I'm in the wrong screen too. Okay, all right. I'm good. Thank you.
Is that going to be the thumbnail for the clip?
Well, it's like paint something based off of reference, and I couldn't think of anything to Google a reference for, so I just started drawing you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Love that.
But it's very cartoony again because I am not an artist.
You're a
As long
cartoon.
as long as it's a French cartoon.
Uh,
Girl.
doesn't really have any kind of French cartoon quality to it, but you could make an argument that Raoul Saul or Rene LaRue, nah, they would hate it. Never mind, they would hate it.
I should do a wash now. Actually, I'm really happy with the way the gold came out on the torch. After all, it kind of acted as its own wash. This is a really I need to use this gold more often. This is like actually really interesting.
Is it a real metallic gold?
Yeah, but like
Just
compared to
swatch
silver,
it. I want to see a swatch.
Let me swatch.
I
We're going swatch hunting.
I rewatched Heathers this week while I was making my bones. And they talk about Dead Heather talks about leaving her swatch to someone. I was like, wow, throwback.
Oh, Hamster.
Yo.
The spines on the back of the devil here. Did you do these as white bone, or I can't see it in the picture? Are they supposed to be like white bone down his back, or?
This might have been
Okay.
before the moment I learned that I should write things down.
That's fair. It's a good thing that you fixed it in time for Wildlands. Yes?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Okay.
Totally. Bonily.
Ooh.
Bonily, we roll along.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hamster.
Okay.
It's a musical.
Nice. That is why.
Tis. There was. I was recently reminded of this anecdote that when I took a vocal performance class in college, our midterm was to name 2 musicals for every letter of the alphabet. So Merrily We Roll Along was my M.
Oh, dang. I don't think I could even do that.
Yeah.
Have they turned Zootopia into a musical?
What? Turn what?
Zootopia?
Would you watch it?
Nah, I wasn't really a fan of the
Probably
movie.
why they haven't made it a musical.
I mean,
Chris,
I think a lot of people would.
I haven't seen it. Isn't that a kids movie?
Yeah, but a lot of people liked it.
Chris. Orion Noir says the spine bones are white on his Howling Devil.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's a good thing you confirmed that because I'd already started doing them white.
Oh,
So-
now that you're painting it, actually, yes, I am remembering seeing them white. I'm like, yeah, definitely.
It makes it breaks up the
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that looks cool.
Looks really cool.
I guess I don't think I ever noticed the spine.
That's because they're all broken off on all the prototypes.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't opened my my individual Hellscape packs. I just took them all out of the big boxes they ship in, and I have like little individual packs put into the Tupperware that was intended for Halloween decorations.
I haven't opened a single shipping box since the Caverns Deep stuff came because I'm not ready to accept my fate of what's ahead of me because it's all unpainted.
You got unpainted Dread Hollow Forest like a fool.
I know two forests.
That's right. Your whole pledge was just 2 Dread Hollow Forests.
And banks to go to my 6x4 battle mat.
Hamster, you were a painter. You knew what you were getting into with that.
I know, but when I get to Pledge Manager, I'm like, I could get so much more, dude.
Yeah, I get all the wood stuff unpainted because that's just 1 to 2 colors.
Yeah. Buffy musical episode. I did a cabaret out here that was based on that.
I went to a Buffy cabaret that was also a cosplay event.
Wait, where was it?
It was at a place near me.
Oh, okay. I
I
was
was
gonna say, if
near.
it was like 2017, 2016, it might have been the thing I was in, but
Who did you play?
I just played random side characters and like little bits that they added.
Hmm.
Reminds me of the 3 times that Tyler was in Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
They staged that somewhere?
Yeah.
A lot of people staged it unofficially.
That's
Yeah, a
cool.
lot of local
lot of-
colleges
a
did
lot
that.
of a lot of theaters, a lot of small theaters, particularly in Portland, because he was in 3 different productions in Portland within like 2 years. I don't think they had actually licensed any of it. I think it was just them doing it.
A lot of theater clubs were putting it on around me in Buffalo. God, it was the coolest thing when it first came out. Still kind of is. I enjoy it.
I think I'm gonna do a black coat just to like. I wanted to feel a little bit darker than this. Maybe I'll mix. Ooh, wait. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try this.
Hamster, that looks ghoulish.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
The base will be actual ground looking by the end, but I like to put goofy colors underneath.
That's a fun, goofy color. Why change it though?
It'll show through, but it still will look like rock and stuff.
I rocked your mama.
Hey!
Oh,
Artist I have
Hurts.
seen you're in town. Everyone is like a dog with a bone with these jokes, says Wargaming Recon. I guess people don't think you're funny, Wargaming Recon.
Sorry, I was busy blowing.
I was busy slacking.
I'm.
I like that slacking is both like a verb that's like, oh, I was slacking off, but then also like means you're working.
And a Pokemon.
Which Pokemon is slacking?
It's Sloth. There's a sloth called Slacking.
There's a sloth
I think
Pokemon?
Yeah, there's a sloth Pokemon. I think Slacking is the evolved form. It's a sloth. It's fighting type. Yeah. Believe it or not, it's a slow Pokemon.
I didn't play the latest one. Sword and Shield.
You played it or
No, I didn't play it. Is it worth it?
I don't think it's the reason one. Here's the thing. If you like Pokemon, yeah. If you don't like Pokemon, it's nothing revolutionary that's going to change your mind about whether or not you like Pokemon.
Who doesn't like Pokemon?
Quite a lot of people.
You're kidding.
Most of the stuff that it got a lot of complaints about, I was looking at it and I was just like, but this has been what Pokemon is like.
Right,
they've had these
right.
problems forever. Like, why now? Why
See,
is now the
here's the
drop?
thing. I bought a Nintendo 3DS and got just the old version of Pokemon Yellow. I got a Switch and it got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which is just upgraded Yellow. I think I could just play that forever.
Yeah. Slacking's from Gen 3. Okay, so he's Ruby and Sapphire.
The creators of Digimon probably don't like Pokemon.
I
I
remember
actually
when-
got into Digimon as a kid for a while.
I remember when I was a kid, I got told that Digimon was trying to that Digimon was just ripping off Pokemon and was trying to like replace them or like knock them out of business. So like I had this like fanboyish like no, Digimon's awful without having any idea what it was. And then I actually ended up seeing it and I was like, actually Digimon's kind of cool. I actually have been playing.
What's different about Digimon and Pokemon?
So
Digimon had guns.
shower gameplay.
Really?
I guess technically Digimon does get darker. Uh, not terribly. It is still a kid's property. But
I'm thinking Team Digimon if Digimon has guns, though.
so Digimon, first off, like, like they're digital is like the main thing, and so it's always got a thing of like they exist in the digital world as opposed to like in our actual world, and so it always
More
has something to do with them going into a digital space.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas in Pokemon, like, they share a world. Digimon also, like, one Digimon can be a lot of different things. They can, like, evolve into a bunch of different stuff and can devolve into a bunch of different stuff. So, like, that's one big difference as opposed to, like, Pokemon where they're... with Pokemon, like, they're more like, animals that have a set path and everything, and it's like this is what these things are and what they will always be. With Digimon, like, they all actually have like their individual, like, they're more autonomous and more like fully realized as like actual like sentient beings, which is like, so it's, man, this is not a question I thought I'd be having to answer today. Also, Digimon has Mighty Mighty Boss Tones on the soundtrack in the first movie.
Okay,
So-
you lost me.
You know the Boss Tones? You're not into the Boss Tones? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, Oh.
Wow.
I know.
thought-
It's
I
not
thought
for
you-
me.
I thought you were cool.
I'm really not.
Well,
I have no idea what gave you that impression. I kind of suck.
That's the spirit.
that's right. Let you have it.
All right, yeah, drag her.
Drag me.
Drown the witch. Drown the witch.
Cyber Sleuth on Switch is good. You get 2 games. I've actually been playing Cyber Sleuth on Steam. I haven't played it in like the last month and a half because I got the Kickstarter like kind of made me stop. But I'm excited to get back into it. Am I living in Digimon right now?
That's a great question for this group here that I'm hobbying in the hang with. Is
Yeah.
what is the thing that now that the Kickstarter's over, you're really happy to return to? Sleeping and eating well does not count.
Oh,
Oh,
dang,
wow.
yeah. Okay, so if those two are on the list already, Givens.
Exactly. That's why they don't count.
I've been getting back to work on screenplay and some other like YouTube content in my free time, stuff like that. So I've been kind of excited to get back into streaming and making stuff for YouTube, and I've also there's some games that have been like on my list that I've been wanting to do for a while that I had to like wait for the Kickstarter to be over.
I miss both you and Hamster being like on stream. I miss being able to like get bored and then be like, oh, I wonder who's on, and then I find out there's people I can harass.
I
miss
do
being-
want to do the stream like once a week at least for mini painting again.
I miss getting bored and then seeing that you were streaming and going to the stream and being bored there.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that what streams are for in the evening?
Yeah.
Collective boredom.
Also,
Yeah.
I guess one thing is I've put a lot of time into Monster Hunter since the Kickstarter was over.
Nice.
I just cleared Iceborne's story. Hamster, we need to get you caught up.
I was gonna say I haven't touched a game in ages, but that's a fun one. I'm glad you convinced me to get it.
Yeah, we fell off when it got to Kickstarter time, and you fell off before me because you had to do all the painting before, like a while before. So I kept playing without you for a while, but I still want to get you caught up so you can do all the hunts with us.
Definitely. It sounds kind of
Hamster-
silly, but I'm excited to paint my own stuff. Like, people sometimes think that, like, oh, you do this for work, so, like, do you just never do it for fun anymore? And it's actually the opposite, because it makes me more inspired to paint things for myself, and they don't need to be, like, verified by anybody, and I just can be creative, and it's a different process. so it's still fun to do. And because I'm around miniatures and think about them for work, it makes me think about them, everything on my shelf at home too. So I got a lot of Warhammer armies. Yes, multiple. God, what did I do to myself? Many different game systems that I have that I want to paint stuff for and things like that. So I don't know. I have a lot of painting to do for fun.
Mace, what's your thing that you're happy to return to?
I want to go on long walks again. I don't get to walk anymore. I miss walking so much. My life is so different now. I need to go back outside when the sun's out.
You?
And the sun sets so early now. So it's like when I get off work, I can't go on a walk. I have to go get up at 6 a.m. in order to see any sunlight. And it's too early. That's it.
It sounded like you were
that.
reading that for a second.
Oh, that's all. That's all me.
Yeah.
Drawing a horse.
Yeah, I have to make sure
Is it-
that I get outside every day. Like I have to force myself to remember.
Is it me
to
as
do
a
that.
horse?
No.
Yeah, wait, where's the Selena portrait?
I sent that to her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
Oh, I don't have it. Where did you send it?
Black.
Oh, making me go on Slack after hours.
I'm trying to
Hey,
get.
we're still working right now.
Yeah,
I'm
but
trying
I'm
to get
not on
Team to get
Slack.
outside more too. You bought an Oculus, Beat Saber, been a great stuff. Oh, I just pre-ordered the Rift 2 actually.
There's a
So I'm
Rift 2
excited.
coming out? I've been out of the loop on all
There's a
gaming
Rift-
stuff.
There's a Rift 2 coming out, and dude, the price point is like $400.
What? Okay. All right.
So-
I'm going to have to consider that when I'm reconfiguring this room here.
Yeah, so I pre-ordered that because like it functions as standalone. It functions like connected to a computer as well. I've been waiting for like the right time for like me personally to kind of take the leap and I don't know, everything about this seems like the worst case scenario is like I'm out like a couple $100 and I'm not completely happy. Like
When they
which
nail down the
isn't-
standalone thing, I want to jump on board.
Yeah, dude, if you got it too, dude, you, me, and Miles could all just like get together and do Tabletop Simulator in VR.
In VR.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mace did a very, very good drawing of me. It's now my Slack profile photo, so we can look at it all the time.
Oh, it's not my baby picture anymore.
No, that got changed so I could be a power cut girl with Ray.
I see.
It was like, which Powerpuff Girl are you? And I was like, well, I'm the mean one, obviously. And he's obviously Bubbles. And I was trying to get Chris to be Blossom, but he hates us.
It's funny you didn't inquire to some of us on Powderpuff Play.
It was video. It was like a video team thing.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for
Yeah,
hanging on the
video
stream,
stuff.
everybody. I'll talk to you guys later.
Power cut girls. So I photoshopped Chris as a Powerpuff Girl. So I'll just go ahead and put that in our Slack channel. I put Chris's hat on Blossom. That's all I did.
That's all you need.
I don't have one hat. Okay,
It's
I'm pretty happy with what I
insane.
did with ones, actually. Actually, I don't know how easy it is to see. I mixed black and red to make, and so I kind of did a gradient from the bright red into like this black red. Not sure how well that reads though. On this, let's try.
Hey, you did a great job, Chris.
Pull it back a little bit.
Oh God.
A little bit more. There you go.
So I can have it. Yeah, I don't know how well it's reading, but if I get a good picture of it, it's so small. I don't know if it's actually coming through very well, but yeah.
Highlights yet, or are you just doing base color right now?
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, right now I'm just doing like touch-ups and then do washes and then I should do this eye on his chest.
I DM. It's his birthday tomorrow, and so me and my gaming group chipped in and we got him a bunch of Dwarven Forge stuff, and he just got it. So he sent me all these texts.
Aw. You excited?
He's very excited. He said, "I'm just so shocked that I own Dwarven Forge now."
Yay.
And it's like,
Aw.
you've been DMing for me for almost a year now. You think I wouldn't hook you up? And by hook you up, I mean buy it for you. But I'm also gonna kick him some of my pledge manager credit because he's such a good boy.
Well, so my DM is Kelsey, who knows Selena, who basically is the one who you asked him if he knew any painters, and that's why I'm here at all. And so
I'm the reason why half the people at Dwarven Forge are here.
yeah, and so
I
got him like the collector's edition, like all the DM books, like Monster Manual and Player's Handbook with the cool covers and everything in the box set.
That's cute. Everyone in the chat, drop what like you think is the best DM gift. Like if you are a DM, what would you really like? If you got a really cool gift. What'd you say?
I said DM us your DM gifts.
Yeah.
Nice.
This guy Hamster.
Huh?
What's his name? What's his thing?
Brian.
Brian. I love him.
Let's see.
Middle name.
He was Franz.
Favorite color?
Well, honestly, pink. So his glow that reanimated him is very fitting. But yeah, he was reanimated. They're like, do my evil bidding. He's like, look, I just want a regular life, man. Like, I'm just happy for another chance. I just want to get a good office job, get a dog and a house, you know, like, I just want to make that life happen for me.
I am thrilled for him. Good job, Brian.
Yeah. So,
We get a round of applause for Brian.
can we get some hype for Brian in the chat, please?
Yeah, let's get some W's in the chat for Brian. What's he do? Is he like an accountant? Is he like a social worker? Maybe.
Yeah, he wants to be a high school choir teacher.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, that's gonna be really hard without vocal cords.
I know. It's like, but you know, you just got to reach for your dreams.
Somebody put an F in the chat for Brian. And
I
I'm
saw
doing
that.
Alright, I'll put an F in the chat.
Unbelievable. Who put that F? Wait, why are we putting an F in chat? What happened to Brian? Why are we putting an F?
We're banning people. I have the power. I know how to do it.
Don't put
Oh
Fs
my
in
god.
chat.
Last night, at I think it was 2 a.m., Stefan posted a video on Facebook of him just like swishing around some pasta he was making in a pan. She was like, "Oh yeah, the pasta! I love the pasta!"
Hey, a pasta.
So I had to block him on Facebook. That's what I'm saying.
Logical, yeah.
W's for Brian. Nothing bad happened to Brian. We celebrate Brian's success in this household.
Bad luck,
Just
Brian.
keep putting my own W's in and hoping that it brings up the morale.
It's fair.
Brian needs your support.
He's 30 days sober.
There we
Ooh.
go.
It's a W.
That's the support that we need. I think I'm at the wash phase.
Yeah, I'm done with my thing.
I
gonna-
also.
I'm gonna read some
pretty
DM
close.
gift suggestions from the chat.
Oh, nice.
No Mercy, great name, podcast says, I really like the DM planner from the Rook and the Raven. Rook and the Raven, big fan.
Ooh, a DM planner. That's cool.
Yeah. Handmade DM screen says McGregok.
Ooh, yeah.
Dry erasable terrain tray / mats.
Yep.
Box of minis. You could pick a single mini, but the random part is fun. It says that's a big name. I can't read. The primitive. Yep.
McGreg, okay, I've got one question. Have you played Night in the Woods?
What's that?
It's a game. It's a man.
Is it cute?
How do you describe Night in the Woods to people? It is
Is it
a
cute?
huh?
Is it cute, spooky?
It's cute, spooky is a good thing. Yeah, it's about. You've not played Night in the Woods? Okay, so there's a character in Night in the Woods named Greg, and your main character does a lot of journaling, basically to kind of like mark the choices that you've made and stuff throughout the game. And every time she draws Greg, he's always saying okay. So whenever I see your name, I think it's a reference to Night in the Woods. It's
Oh,
clearly
Greg,
not.
okay.
Yeah, it's Greg, and she's like okay, like, and that's all I can think of when I see his name.
All right, I'm going AFK. We learned that earlier. I'm grabbing some grass tufts, a BRB.
Nice.
Finlay Shards had this really nice thing that he wants as a DM, which is players organizing a holiday away at a place with more gaming space so we could go play games for a long weekend with all the space we needed. Oh,
That's nice.
I just got a new board game. I'm going to go get it. I'm really excited about it.
Ooh.
Okay.
I hope it's like
So I have to talk to you, Chris.
I hope it's like sorry. Yeah, you and me.
It's Boggle.
Man,
I
we
want to make a game that's called Apology Not Accepted, and it's sorry, but it's like on steroids.
Holy shit, that's a really good idea.
it's sorry, but it works like exactly the opposite.
Full of them. I'm an idea woman.
Yeah. So this is actually in a similar vein to what you just said, like kind of like a remix on your classic gaming structure. It's called what is it called actually?
Apologies.
Mixtape Massacre.
Just a Nirvana themed version of sorry. This is called All Apologies.
Oh, they sent so many stickers. Right. A Mixtape Massacre is essentially Clue, but with serial killers, and in like so, but like in Clue, you have to go to like the different rooms and try to solve a murder. You go to the rooms and commit a murder, and they're like little tokens you play throughout. And so when you get there, you draw a card, and it says what dice you have to roll and like what you need to get. So it's either a knife or a fist, and a knife is like a wound, and a fist is a defense from them. And so if you get like the amount of knives, you kill them, and then you get to go on a killing spree. And you can go on room to room, and if you keep killing, your turn just continues until, and it's basically last person standing. So once you like get through everything, then you just start killing the other players.
It's like real life.
Just like real life. So I'm doing a little unboxing here. This is what it looks like.
Brian Noir would like to know if anybody's gotten a DF logo tattoo yet. I have never seen one on anyone, but that would be a great thing to find.
Be the change you want to see.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get a tattoo.
You don't want a tattoo?
I'm just not, like, I have tattoo ideas, but I'm never in the mood to go to a tattoo parlor and sit for 8 hours.
See, I just hate needles, so like
I also hate needles.
that pretty much does it for me.
It like, after the first few minutes, it just, you like stop feeling it.
No, I hate like the sight of needles. I can't do it. The anticipation is going to be way worse than the actual thing, and I don't want them enough to work through it.
Mm.
Recognize that name? Why do I recognize it? Does game
Bright light?
Yeah, Neofoy recognizes it.
Like that. That's good.
Does it come with
Yay.
Does it come with what?
Does it come with minis?
They're like little cardboard boys that you put on a little stand. Oh, I could probably buy minis though and like make it cooler. That was a targeted Instagram ad. They get me. Instagram flippin' gets me every time.
All right. I'm pretty happy with the choice of. Pretty happy with the wash that I used there. Is Hamster still AFK?
No, I'm good. I'm back.
Oh, okay. Got some blood drawn and threw up. I can't handle needles anymore. Also, never donate plasma for money. Gonna hope that's cool, but I was getting phantom pains and stuff. Dude, I don't blame you. I had to get that allergy test when I was a kid where they shoot like 15 needles in each of your arms or whatever. Like, and each one is like testing a different allergen. That was the worst day of my life. That was.
Yeah,
That was
I
awful.
hate needles, man.
Oh, Wargaming Recon is bragging about food.
Wow. Wow.
Sushi, Thai, Chinese, subs, and burgers are all there at the same time.
Who does he think he is?
East.
You can't just bring up food in this room. Like, it's basically assault on us. We were
Can
just
you
talking-
set the color of your keyboard, Chris?
What's up?
Can you set the color of your keyboard?
I can. Yeah, it's programmable. I just
Your
decided that
Cobalt wants
it's
purple.
like, you want it to be just purple?
He says he wants it on purple.
All right.
Himself, but I also want to do it.
All right, hang on. Let's see. I think it's Synapse is the one that lets me control it. Which one of these apps controls it? I know it's one of these. Oh, there we go.
I can only change the color of my room.
There, I just made it Hellscape. Look at that.
Nice.
I'll make
cool. You know what that keyboard says about you? It says you fudge. Forgot this was a PG cut. Fudge.
Yeah, sometimes.
Gaming mode. Always on. No, I'm not gonna have it on gaming mode. Chroma. Okay, what's the thing? Lighting.
You look great, Mace.
Do a ripple. And we'll just make it
Ew.
purple.
Commented on my spooky vibe yet, and I really rushed. It's a rush job, so I wanted to look cool for the stream in front of my friends.
Mission
Your
accomplished.
spooky vibe.
I go.
Oh,
I see. Spooky vibes. I got this. This package came in today. This one with the little spooky tree. Put some webs on it, and I have some little Halloween ornaments I'm gonna hang from it. I bought a lot of decorations for someone who won't be having anyone over because it is a pandemic. It's for me. That's new too.
yeah.
Did I send you the shelf, Mace?
What?
Did I send you the coffin shelf?
Be losing internet.
Oh no!
It's
All right.
okay. I can only hear every other word, but that's okay.
It's not changing for some reason. Oh well. Not gonna worry too much about it.
Keyword?
Yeah, it went to the fire, but it's not changing when I'm trying to put it on purple for some reason.
Hmm.
I can try to troubleshoot it after this, but I wanted to finish this wash because I was in the middle of a wash.
DM just found the miniature dungeon from Zaltar's game room.
Oh, That's a cool.
I really like what this
thing.
flesh wash did, actually.
I really like what this flesh does.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, let's
Will you hold it up again, Chris? Or no, sorry. Finish your thing. I'll see it when it's done.
Yeah, I'm trying to like be selective about the washes that I use based on the effects that I want to see, and like I'm pretty happy with this so far. I'm gonna do just a plain black for the cape though.
So Hamster, do you have any fun lights or anything in your new hobby hang studio?
I have darkness.
Okay. That's pretty depressing. Somebody said you were slacking on the ambience, so I can only bring you down further.
Hey, I have a cool programmable keyboard too. All right.
Oh yeah.
Prove it, coward.
Mine's it's blue. I thought it was purple actually for a while, but I guess it's not.
What? You are a painter. Color is like one of the things you have to get right.
Oh, don't I frickin' know it.
Me with these color corrects for Wildlands?
To be fair, your job in the color aspect is pretty easy considering you just have to go with purple every time.
I think one of the first hamster painting streams that we did, Nate was in the chat saying, like, we're like, do you have, like, anyone have any questions? And Nate was like, can you explain why purple is the best color, please?
Yeah.
That
What
track.
a goofball.
You tried. You really did.
Can't wait to dye his hair.
Is that happening?
Tracks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thursday?
When is it?
Is it Thursday?
I
Is it
have
a-
not been alerted to when I'm dyeing Nate's hair.
Thing. Should we do it on stream?
I don't know.
He wanted to do it on stream. What this man wants.
Do that in an on the anvil, like he does on the anvil from a chair as he's having his hair dyed.
I know on Thursday we're filming Build of the Month. The 1st is when we're filming it. Speaking of that,
Is that Thursday?
we're filming Build of the Month, but we're streaming Tuesday. We are streaming Build of the Month this Tuesday. What is that face?
Nice.
The 1st is already on Thursday. That's what I'm going through right now.
Whoa, that's crazy, actually, yeah.
Yeah, September was 5 minutes long. But we're tune in Tuesday at some time for Build of the Month. To come tell us what we should do because we don't know. We don't know. That's why we do these things.
It does.
And then we'll have another Build of the Month to you guys in early October. Ray's going to be cutting this one. I'm excited to see what jokes he puts in. This is his big boy test.
Oh, get his bird in there.
Yeah. Oh, God. So Ray is another new member of the video team.
Bird up.
Bird up. He is a pet dove. Ray is a pet dove, and that's what I'm here for. I just came on this stream to tell you about Ari, the very polite dove that does sit on Ray's shoulder while he works, and sometimes poops on him.
Oh.
He did get him a diaper though, so he puts the bird in a diaper.
What?
He's ridiculous. So Ray did a
so
Hunger Games simulator with everyone who works at the office. You should ask him for the link.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
simulation I ran Ari won. I can.
What is it all based on?
The Hunger Games?
It's just a randomizer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like everybody in the office, like how do you base the stats and stuff?
There's no stats. It's literally just like a randomizer.
Let me find it. I'm streaming from my phone, so I'm gonna see if I can find it in my iMessages on my computer. I sent Janet screenshots. Yes, okay. In the first round, Hamster is awoken by nightmares.
Oh.
Selena's trap kills Felipe. Tyler and Ari run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Momo shoots an arrow at Nina, but misses and kills Eric instead. Mace goes to sleep. Stefan climbs a tree to rest. Janet loses sight of where she is. Toby strangles Nate after engaging in a fist fight. Johanna is awoken by nightmares. Jay goes to sleep. Chris thinks about home. Next round. Stefan chases Nina. Hazel tries to spearfish with a trident. Janet travels to higher ground. Nate diverts Eric's attention and runs away. Chris discovers a cave. Hamster questions his sanity. I'm just going to do the ones that we're in to make this quicker. Yeah. Mace scares Aaron off. Selena tends to Jay's wounds. Next. Chris snatches a pair of S-A-I-S. How do you pronounce that? Size?
Size.
Snatches a pair of size. This one's funny. Janet and Eric fight Casey and Doom. Janet and Eric survive. So Casey and Doom were murdered. Selena runs away from the cornucopia. Ari and Mace fight for a bag. Mace gives up and retreats. Stefan killed Harrow, so Stefan has to die. Michelle and Hamster fights for a bag. Hamster gives up and retreats. Did I already say that? Is this interesting? Should I keep going? I'm gonna keep going.
It's interesting if do I win?
Hamster hunts for other tributes.
Oh.
Chris sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Ari taints Mace's food, killing her. And I'm not in that round. Next is Hamster diverts.
It's basically like a little RNG thing. I can't remember what the site is, but yeah, it's a fun little thing.
This is real. Please continue.
Yeah.
Hamster cries himself to sleep.
All right, too real. Never mind.
Hamster diverts Chris's attention and runs away. Hamster, you're a fucking coward. A flippin' coward.
I guess so.
Hamster quietly hums. Chris and Selena hold hands.
Oh.
Aw.
That's sweet. He's apparently sent out of order, so that's confusing. Tyler accidentally stepped on a landmine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the final round of this simulation was Ari sets off an explosive, killing Stefan, Chris, Toby, and Hamster. Tyler steps on a landmine. Ari wins.
No! Actually, that's pretty cool.
But that makes sense because Ari's a drone.
Right.
So it was kind of at an unfair advantage.
It killed me too, Hamster.
Damn.
It's okay. It's just birds.
I keep trying.
I'm hungry.
I keep trying to do little things, and then I end up messing something up and needing to like fix that. But I'm very close to done.
Should I order food or eat the cauliflower pizza in my freezer?
Cauliflower pizza. Faster.
You right. Website that devotes its site only to bone jokes. Primo Danielson has informed us.
Cauliflower tacos, is that a thing?
Yeah.
It could be a thing.
It's pretty much cauliflower everything now.
That's what I would like. Cauliflower everything, please. Order up.
The cauliflower everything bagel.
It's a bagel.
See podcast ordered tacos.
Okay.
Honey on the rocks.
Hamster, would you recommend a wash for fire or no? Like, I think I'm pretty okay with it, but like,
Probably not. I would rather go brighter. I would rather go like a highlight. Go further that way.
I also can't see your mini anymore, Hamster.
I'm blowing on it.
Oh, sorry. Jeez.
We gotta keep it PG.
I'm very close. I'm just gonna glue a couple tufts on the base and call it good, probably.
Ronnie on the Rock says, "There's my beautiful girl." Can only assume they mean Hamster.
It's me. Hi, everybody.
Hamster does make a
skeleton
beautiful
now.
woman. My mom apparently has a new screen name, and it's Ronnie on the Rocks.
Oh.
Let's see.
Too late. I've already made my bone. I have a bone to pick. It's here. This one. I picked this one.
It has been chosen.
All right. I think.
You're done?
I think so. Let me actually see the math.
Hamster, what's the status on your boy?
I'm just gluing some grass tufts to the base to add a little flair, but I'm pretty much done.
All right, everyone, show it off. This is my bone. I actually did two. The other one's around. If you missed it, I'm making a bone, making skeleton armor for Halloween, doing a Harrow the Ninth cosplay. She's a necromancer, and so I'm dressing up my cats as skeletons. The theme this year is necromancy. Coming to a mailbox near you.
Ooh, I did an absinthe fairy. I'll show that off.
No?
I did a few other doodles.
Alright.
They all turned out pretty bad though, so I'm gonna keep that in my own private stash.
Do you like drawing on a tablet?
Do.
All right.
Cool.
Makes messing
This
up a
is-
lot easier.
Undo
And
button.
easier to clear.
That sounds cool.
And it's like
Doodle
yeah,
buddy.
and like with regular drawing, I feel like you like with I normally draw with a pen, which is like basically you have no choice but to start a new page if you mess up. Pencil, it's like you smudge and eventually it's not the clean paper. But then on this, it's like you can keep redoing, baby, and it's all clean underneath.
Look at that. Yeah, I'm happy with the horns actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Happy with the detail on the cape as well. It feels weathered. I like the little torches working well for me as well. I was most worried about the chest hole, but like I'm happy with how that came out.
It's like that thing from Video Drone.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
Alien.
There we go. One thing I really want to show you, like I did a flesh wash on him, so he has like these, like it made it discolored some of the purple skin like to be like closer to like regular flesh colored. It makes it feel like it's
nice.
been like stretched out and like disfigured. It's very creepy.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's it. Videodrome blast from art school past.
All right, Hamster, your turn.
It's a Cronenberg movie.
All right. I have one. Hold on. One last thing. As I showed off. Let's see. I just have the victory lap. Around the base.
All right, you've actually got a base on yours. None of the minis I've painted from Hellscape have had bases, and I kind of miss it because I really like basing. But
Yeah, I kind of went nuts on this base. I was trying a bunch of products. I just wanted to,
oh wow,
I kind of wanted to just like put as many materials as I could on the base.
Hamster, that's so good.
So
yeah, I haven't had an eye on. Yeah, let me just put this away. I
I'm
guess.
just painting the base room black here, and it's
How dare
ready for
you.
the tabletop.
I want to get into like doing like those cool basing little tricks because I've gotten into the painting part. I've gotten pretty good at, but like all the little special effects stuff, it's just really cool to me.
Well, this was a fun one because there's no trick to it at all. The only thing that I did was, before I primed it when I was putting it together, when I got my super glue out, I just put a bunch of materials next to me and went to town. So I just slapped a bunch of glue on it. So I started with corkboard. Literally just like what's at your desk that holds up the push pins and stuff.
Huh.
And then I have a piece of bark that you would find like kind of like mulch bark that's in gardens and stuff. So I glued a piece of corkboard, tore it apart around the edges to make it look more organic, stuck a small piece of bark, and in any gaps that remained, I just did a mixture of sand. Literally just bag of sand here.
It's wild.
And
We get more W's in that chat for Brian.
yeah, here's Brian. And then when I was done painting, I just put more glue on it, and I did those tufts that are just pre-made tufts, and then I did a couple patches of just some flock. And
Hamster's like, it's super easy. Yeah, I just did these 8 steps and easy.
All I did, this is from the pharmacy, I just squirted super glue on it and stuck stuff that I paid for onto it.
Well, you make it look very difficult, so I don't know if that's an insult or not, but it looks great. That's what I mean to say.
Thank
Sure
you.
makes it difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm exhausted, okay?
Yeah, sometimes you sound sarcastic when we know you're not.
I know it's hard. I don't know when to. I don't know. I need like a light to turn on when I'm being sarcastic, so people know.
I have
A
similar
light.
problem.
It's like the light outside the production room, Selena. Being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Cool. This is fun. I love this stream.
It's like that. It's like that meme on how to paint an owl. Step 1, start with the circle. Step 2, paint the rest of the owl. You spent half the stream painting on primer. Oh man, I've got all these metal ones that I'm gonna have to prime at some point, and honestly, the only reason I haven't done them is because I hate primer.
Yeah, this one is metal. This is the first metal model I've painted in years.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of animals, a bunch of little metal animals here. Someday I'll do them.
Be hanging with you guys,
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
but I'm hungry, so I need the stream
All right.
to end.
What do we got coming up?
So next Tuesday, Selena and Nate are going to be on stream doing build of the month. That's going to be at, I believe, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Is that correct?
That sounds great to me.
Okay, awesome. And then we have the On the Anvil on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And then next Thursday, that's going to be our final hobby hang for a little bit with you, Hamster, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be back home for a week. I'm preparing for an epic game of Warhammer 40K with my best friend before he deploys. So we're gonna have a big epic battle.
Better document that whole thing.
I do want to document the painting because I want to paint the whole army in a weekend.
Oh, that's why you're doing the 36-hour paint.
Yeah, because I'm running out of time.
How many minis are involved in painting that army?
Well, it's an Eldar army. I'd say 60 models.
Wow. In a weekend?
Yes, I have a plan. It's going to be 36 hours. So Friday, you get home at 6. About 6 to midnight, you'll get them all primed and ready to go. And then 12 hours for the following 2 days you have to paint.
Huh.
So 30 hours. So I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it in 24, but I said I made it over a weekend and put it at 30 hours. That's my plan.
Wow. That's like me doing my LARP costume last year. It's like, oh, it's coming up in a week. I gotta learn how to sew.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm really happy with the way this one came out, actually.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Selena, thank you for joining us. It was really fun having you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be painting some bones. I have to paint these bones, so I should come back on and do it. If you guys like bones. If you like to bone.
And on that note, a good night.